Like I had to stop and think for a second. I was like, oh yeah, it's nighttime. Good, good evening, good night, whatever you want to call it. Playing Metal Gear Solid 3 HD, the remake, whatever you want to call it. I don't think I ever even thought about playing this on stream before. I'll be honest. I think I spent like a month, like trying to find a way to play it, emulation or whatever, and it didn't feel right. I think so. I think I ended up playing a lot of it on my 3DS because the 3DS version exists, and I forgot about that. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. Phone call. This time. This time no distractions, I guess, hopefully. And I had to Hey yo, that just means it's gonna be out the way now. Anyways, are we ready for this shit? Because I'm probably gonna be quiet for a good chunk of the beginning because there's a lot of fucking cutscenes. I remember this game having a shit ton of cutscenes. Just saying. You ready for this mess? Me neither. As I hit A
After the end of
oh,
World
I only
War
got two.
II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
His voice is so damn deep, the mic was picking it up. Yes. Well, you know, David Hayter's got that voice. He is Snake. Liquid. And with a Oh fuck, dude! I love it. I love the fucking jokes and shit that come from Metal Gear. There we go. Let's fucking this. Bam. Bam. Even though I'm probably still gonna adjust it.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Why did he get quiet?
Soviet airspace.
He was loud as shit like 30 seconds ago.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute. Point. You ready to go?
No, I'm not ready.
Zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
You want to lick a shoe?
Put out that cigar.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oxygen hose to interior connector.
You don't tell me what to do.
Put on your mask.
Shut your mouth.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
You wanna see how fast I can throw you out this plane?
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
1% enough. This also takes place during the Cold War, so.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
I look like a mosquito. Buzz, buzz, motherfucker. What? I don't think they're canceling school. 38. 38. Everyone points out the other.
This is one for the history books. The
World's first team jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5,
I don't think I could skydive, dude.
2, 1.
Spread your wings and
That's what they tell you to do, though, is just lean like that and just fucking go. Oh, they would. Yes. Because you have to stabilize yourself. So doing the roll actually helps. You get to knock off that extra wind.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh yeah, his name is Jack.
Head of the
Of all
CIA has
things.
finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right.
Ooh.
So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket
I got it.
scientist?
The very same. On April
won't do
12th,
it.
1961, the Soviets achieved the
Don't
first
mute real
manned
quick.
spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is
Okay,
our last
I'm off
chance.
the phone now.
Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
God damn, dude, I'm about to skip this cutscene. Oh, thank God it's over. That was such a long fucking brief. I was like, fuck, I was over here falling the fuck asleep. I can see through the eyes of a mosquito.
And bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Free falling.
Once we confirm the rescue Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy.
I've technically finished Monster Hunter online-wise. Damn.
Do you think Sokolov is up to
I'm
it?
assuming you've hunted each monster.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
Dinner.
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Beat the other final boss. Oh. Oh shit. What happened? There with my bag. Better sit up a little bit so I can focus. What?
That dramatic's necessary.
Yes, all of it's necessary.
You found it.
You don't need it? Okay. What?
He's so fucking dramatic. That head snap was not necessary.
He doesn't have his bandana yet, so it's not that dramatic.
The bandana adds dramatic.
He looks, see? There's no bandana. Every solid snake has a bandana.
Doesn't kind of funny.
Without it?
You copy. You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Major Tom.
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence.
Yeah, no
Is that
witnesses.
clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're
Oh, no.
completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great.
Snake.
Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the
80 others.
subject, how exactly am I
Shut
supposed
up.
to feed myself?
There's like 80 other
Appreciate a
blue
knife
ones.
and a
There's not
trapdoor.
80 other
Use
snakes.
them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Got naked.
You got naked snake,
about
you got
the
solid
backpack.
snake, you got liquid
I lost it
snake,
in a tree on the way down.
venom snake,
I see.
solidus
Well,
snake.
you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No
It's only
problem.
5.
I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a
do you
tree,
mean?
stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the
Ground
send
control.
function. Okay, Snake, go get your
You
backpack.
read me. Like a fucking natural, I already know how to do this.
Why the fuck does Naked Snake sound like he can't stop singing jazz in his head?
What?
You know what that means, right?
Oh.
He plays the epic jazz music, the saxophone in his head.
Somebody look like that.
Sounds like, not looks like.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Sure, that makes it.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack.
Can I like
Your
fast
available
forward this? I
weapons will
feel
be displayed
stupid.
in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the...
Oh,
Oh shit, I forgot this is the first conversation with boss. I just fast forwarded it.
Snake,
There it
try
is.
to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Snake too.
No. It was the boss. This is the prequel to how Snake becomes Big Boss.
Big boss.
Naked Snake.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
But I'm not naked. I have a shirt on. Here I go. How do I? Okay, it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to the bullets. Where's my cardboard box?
Huh?
I don't have the ultimate sneaking device yet. I need the ultimate sneaking device and they haven't given it to me yet.
The box.
The box.
Saving the game, Snake?
Nope.
Hey, Snake.
Oh, dude, I hit B by accident. Have you ever heard of Godzilla, King of the Monsters? No, what is it? It's a movie. You haven't seen it? Nope. It's about a monster called Godzilla who grows into enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo. Nuclear test, huh? And the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right now. It's just make-believe. Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately. Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos. I know. So then what happened? Godzilla is immune to all weapons and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Serizawa develops a new type of weapon. But meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it also got a serious anti-nuke message as well. Where can I see the original? You'll have to go to Japan. Really? That's too bad. If you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too. Why is that? 2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday. You think that they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then? Of course, everybody loves Godzilla. You sure know a lot about movies. I don't suppose you're the movie watching type, are you? Not really. Okay then, I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. Thanks. That's the magic of movies. No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction. That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun. I'm fucking pissed that I hit the fucking B button by accident. I wasn't trying to. That's like one of the rare things that happens. At least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. Go to sleep. No. Yeah. No, let's turn your bitch ass into sashimi. See? Do you know why I'm chopping up the alley? Oh, there's one right there.
Yeah.
There's a really, really rare chance I can totally see you. Oh, I did that. What the fuck did I do that?
Jam? Strawberry jam?
Shut up. There's a really, really, really rare chance that I can get a fucking crocodile head for a helmet. Pop him up too. I lied. Why did he wake up so fast? Oh, he got fucked up by an alligator.
But not not be the first game.
Resident Evil doesn't count. Woo! I'm done fucking with alligators though. God damn it. You're supposed to be asleep longer than that. Right by you? Uh-oh. The bees go away. Over there. Dude, fuck the gators in Red Dead. Please don't hit me with your tail. I'm just looking for shit. I mean you no harm. Yeah, don't worry about them. He's not eaten yet.
Not too bad. His voice.
He has that tone, Sierra.
So what's up?
Okay. That's where they bit me.
You.
I was like, what? I didn't know that's right now when I got out of the shower, but just that arm.
You know, you're more than welcome to hang out here.
I'm actually going to study to see if I can't get those 30 hours done soon.
Okay.
Go to sleep, girl. Go to sleep.
Well, I just said if you feel like
Your mom and dad want sexy game time. That Kay. Can you go to sleep now? Mom and dad want sexy game time.
Jesus.
Is that okay?
Nope.
Yeah?
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
Wasn't too bad, T, right?
They're
No, it's
probably
good.
KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s
Before, I think,
and
tomorrow and the
grenades.
next day. And
Okay.
gotta drink it warm.
Snake, your presence
I can't
in
drink it
Soviet
cold.
territory is
Oh,
already
you
a
probably drink it
violation of
cold.
international law.
But it's,
We can't let the
Same
Kremlin
shit
find
anyways,
out
gotta
that
warm
the
up in your
CIA
body
and the
anyways.
American
Oh.
government are
so you
involved.
still gotta take.
Contact with the enemy
Drink it cold.
is
You
strictly
get
prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission.
Are you streaming or
Got
what?
that?
Yeah.
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle
Okay, that's what I
without
said.
being
That's like,
seen.
no, that's.
I'm like over here sexy.
Everybody now trust me. Like I said, you saw the little clip I showed you, but I fucked them in the ass.
Selecting your camouflage from the survival
It-
Like,
viewer.
what the
It's all for
uniform
good
option
fun.
lets you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your
What's
face
this new
paint.
sexy game time?
Choosing camouflage that
Well, I
blends
used to
in
have a
with your
thing that I would always
surroundings
say
will help
gaming
you
after
conceal
dark, but shit
yourself
got a
more
little
effectively.
weird. Yeah, a
Also,
little.
don't forget that anything that moves will stand out.
No,
in the
like we
jungle.
would say.
If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted.
Hey!
If you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
But if you run around like an idiot, you'll get noticed.
If you call and said, what did she say?
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index.
Bye.
The camo index shows how well.
Kitchen. Okay. I'll be at the table studying my classes I need to fucking do. I haven't fucking done shit. I really haven't been in the mood to go yet, but try to see what I can get. Hey, if I hook up my phone to my laptop, will it let me do it on my laptop?
What do you mean?
It's an app.
I don't know.
I'll check to see if I. Oh, but you put Google on there for me, so it should come up.
Yeah.
It should come up. Okay. Thank you.
Ooh. I think I shot it in by accident. What's that? Huh? Exactly that. It says fruit. Don't mind me just knocking everybody out.
I just seem like that. Okay.
Who is that?
Those guys spotted. Yeah, what the hell here? You can see the tranquilizer in his fucking forehead or his cheek. Knock his ass out. But it's a sneaking mission. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it, even though I want to. Death. Bee's nest.
A fucking smile.
Oh, he's thinking what I'm thinking. He's thinking what I'm thinking. Like, here he goes. Here he goes. Bees! The bees! Not the bees! Back to just trying to copy me. Here, chocolate. Like, it's been 30 minutes, and I feel like I've watched more cutscenes than I have played. Yeah, I don't count the first, like, 4 minutes because we were talking.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
What, dude?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
You know David Hayter did the voice to, like, every snake, right?
Just my imagination.
Oh my god.
Just like fucking Skyrim. I'm imagining things. Must have been the wind. The wind that told you to go fuck yourself and knock out, huh?
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
There we go. Now I got them both.
Who's that? What happened?
Oh my god, I hit the wrong fucking button. Oh, damn it. Hello? Okay, 2 seconds. Love you too. Alright, give me a second. We're back. I got caught. I don't know who Spike Spiegel is. Who the fuck is that?
The fuck?
Who the fuck is shooting me?
Right there?
There's no way that shit just worked. Oh. I don't think they have the same voice actor.
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
What's going on? Respond. What's going on out there?
That dude was right in front of me the whole time. Can't you just jump the wall? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Not the same.
And they both have gruffy ass fucking voices, I'll tell you that much right now. What did I just find? Life medicine. Had that. Yabloco Moloko. You know what? I need to fucking. Probably don't need the fucking mic either. I accidentally fucking equipped that shit like a dumbass.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
No,
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
I was sent by
mom's
Major
boyfriend.
Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word.
Is he a man of his word, though?
But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist
God,
faction,
here we go.
a man who seeks to seize control of the
I think I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up when the cutscenes are over.
2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev
going to steal the moon
in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the Gru. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Yeah, dude, that's what I said. It's like a fucking movie.
Says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly.
What about the soldiers outside? They're all sleeping.
To keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
The boss.
Is that so?
The boss.
America's truly a frightening country.
Lady Snake.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Lady Snake. Oh my god, here we go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Look at this fucking idiot. Watch him. Wait for it. Like, seriously, dude? What you doing out here? The most deadliest weapon of them all. Karate hands. Hold on. Hit you with the crucifix. Maya maya.
To be honest though, that'd be my dumbass. That'd be my dumbass following you around.
I'll hit you with the monkey! The monkey's paw! And then you're about to see the weirdest thing ever. Maybe. No, not yet. But you will.
So this is the legendary boss.
Oh, wait, maybe you will. You need your last haw, partner.
We meet at last.
You,
man.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a Gru soldier doing here?
Was one of Gru's soldiers. You're not yellow. Or if he does it in this cutscene.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
So, in other words, he's Major Pussy.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Am I wrong?
What?
Man, just one-tapped all of them. Except that one, apparently.
Bitch ain't no way. I'm bigger, ain't no way.
I mean, ricochet is possible, but it depends on the caliber of the bullet, to be honest. Because obviously the smaller the caliber, the faster it flies. Are you gonna put that back in your purse or what?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru. Sokolov, take cover.
Do it now. I'll fight. Fuck you up.
Like fucking
Ebenezer. Big Gru. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. We're done.
Why?
It's over.
Why?
Because what the fuck?
Told you. Make your pussy.
What is that stance? Huh. That
Just
gun.
fucking me up. Yes, he did. Yes, he fucking did.
If you're not the boss, then die.
He says, hold this. What a bitch!
Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Night night. We scared the shit out of him. You see homie over here like having a seizure? Like, it's okay, dog. You just got a trank dart to the arm. You'll be alright, I promise. See? See? I don't want to take a nap. I don't hear the same type shenanigans from Super Troopers Meow from Form of the Kid.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Snake brings a knife to every gunfight.
Yeah, but he didn't fucking pull one out
That
first. This
was
bitch
some
fucking
fancy
came at him.
shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Wait, it gets better. I had to save the game before I do it, though.
Major, do you read me?
I read you.
Shut up. He's just telling him that fucking Sokolov ran like a little bitch. Alright. Alright. So, remember how I told you about Ocelot?
Do you want to save?
You don't remember Ocelot? Revolver Ocelot? Okay.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Fine, I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
You started it.
Yeah, no, I think every Snake hits on the fucking character you can save the game with. But check this. So you remember, okay, long story short, Revolver Ocelot is one of the bad guys from the original Metal Gear Solid. Create the Ocelot time paradox.
Game over, problem solved, you're good to go.
That's why I said I had to save the game before I do it. Yeah, no, that's a thing you have to have played the other games to do. Otherwise, it you know, that the reference is lost to you. What have you done? You created a time paradox. It's just like when they did the Modern Warfare 2 remake. Like when they re-released it, a lot of players went and shot the Colonel. And they're like, you can't change the future. Like that's an achievement you get too.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer.
Yeah,
They're
correction,
coming for me.
minions.
I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask.
Look.
Got the best backup, but they got a fucking, what the fuck is that?
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The
The
Shagohod.
Shagohod.
The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate.
The last World War.
I didn't want to die.
You know, on the screen, the colors look a lot better than they do on my monitor.
Take me to America, quickly.
Oh.
They cannot complete it without my help.
Like when they're talking like this.
Let's go.
Yeah, no. Well, it's supposed to have like a grainy look to it, though, Sierra. It's like an old school movie. I realize I never watched Super Troopers. What a little bitch. This storytelling and movements remind me of a telenovela. Well, yeah, it's also made by Hideo Kojima, who fucking loves storytelling. So, what did you expect? Guess what, Sierra? That's the boss. The boss.
Boss?
What the fuck is in that box?
Toys.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
What? The bees! Fucking bees again! Oh, excuse me, the hornets. And it's pissing me off for no reason.
Where'd come from?
It's pissing you off for no reason that it's like a telenovela? Why? This is, you know, this is all still just considered the prelude. Like, we're not actually officially in Act 1 yet. Yeah.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all five of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
I'll show you my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift for my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
How fast she just disassembled that. God damn. Got another knife on your ankle.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Well, like, why do you have to have ammo in your fingers? Your knuckles, whatever.
He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
She snapped his left arm, right?
Why is it always the left?
Ooh. Most likely. Can't wait for the PS5 remake. This shit's gonna be so fucking nuts. Seeing it? Like with the new graphics and everything.
The new blood has been rejected.
And that's how he gets his bandit. Yes, he takes it from her.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there.
Thanks.
All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me.
Yes.
I've seen people in worse shape before.
Yes, we're
Think you
sorry,
can
I'm
handle
vampire. Panda does all my
Major,
pictures.
the boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survivor
Okay,
manual
I'm gonna
with the start
fast
button.
forward this. Another fucking tutorial. Sweet. Thank you. Now. Oops. Condition, suffering from deep cut bleeding. So deep cut and bleeding. So we need that. Then still deep cut and bleeding. Bandages. Deep cuts. Still suffering from it. Disinfectant. Okay. Disinfect. Septic. Bandage. Oh yeah. And then this one. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Bone fracture, no bandage applied. So this one is bandage and splints. Bone fracture, bandage. Okay. Deep cut, bleeding, bandage, disinfect. So that one, that one, that one, that one. Same thing. And then it finally popped on the screen. I like it actually managed to pop this time. It usually doesn't. Hey, look, I'm shirtless now. Naked. Do it. Well, you know that had to hurt like hell. Hello?
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Yeah. Hour later. And we're still here. This is the end of the prologue. Technically all the tutorial. Why? Because it taught me how to sneak, it taught me how to use my stuff, and it taught me how to kill myself. So your health will naturally regen as long as your stamina's full, which is that thin bar underneath the actual thick white one. So when you get permanent damage, like, you know, cuts and wounds like how he just got, the bar gets a chunk missing and it turns red, like as to show you can't do it. So you have to go in and figure out why. And sneaking around the water is the worst part about it, because you can get leeches. There's this fucking stupid ass YouTube video I used to watch from forever ago. So this scene right here that I get make fun of. The rock, paper, scissors. And then he goes like this. And she's like, "You fucking cheater!" And she shoots a nuke at him.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's dumb shit. I'll show you after this. Ugh. I didn't sneeze, but thank you. Coughing fit, girl. Careful, he's gonna shoot his big red rocket.
Excellent.
Excellent.
A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Hell, they don't know who she is.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. Spunk.
Spunk. What a fucking weird word.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Woo! That. But does she have the funk? We got the funk. No, don't. Like, you stay within that range, you're about to get some kind of radiation poisoning. You want to stay in the game? Oh, it's the end of the goddamn prologue. An hour and 9 minutes. There. Told you we said 5 minutes of bullshit talking. See? Now the real game starts.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Yeah. Yeah, this game. This told you this. The song is literally called Snake Eater. Look, Hideo Kojima loves spy movies. Like James Bond was one of his favorite things. That's why he did this too. Like whole intro and shit. All I gotta say is that if they don't put this in the remake, I'm gonna be upset. What the hell? Let's throw some Norse shenanigans. What do you mean? Why is everybody hating on Snake Eater right now, right? A week later.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
But it wasn't throwing in Norse mythology. It's showing a snake because the dude's name is Snake.
In one of the most advanced ICUs in the world.
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This Fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an
Bro,
unexpected
seriously.
call.
Can I just play the game?
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
I'm gonna grab a
Hotline
soda while
call
this
from
shit
Khrushchev
fucking
to President Johnson.
From the head of the
plays.
Soviet Union?
I could probably walk away for like 20 minutes and
A
still be
few
playing
days
PUBG.
ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion.
Bro, how?
At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss
Still going,
took
huh?
2 miniature nuclear shells.
So you're telling me with all the snake references, you don't go with the world serpent from Norse mythology, or you know any of the prehistoric? Yes, of course you don't go with the damn Norse mythology because
2 years ago.
it's just the references with all the snakes is the fact that that boss called her and her subordinates cobras, and homie's name is Snake Eater, like, or Naked Snake, like.
The whole area is polluted.
Come on now. And the game's called Snake Eater.
My deepest condolences
Not
over this
fucking
terrible
referencing
tragedy.
goddamn Norse mythology, Caesar. You're reading too far into this. You're reading way too far into this.
Nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
I really want to skip
the
this.
American government denies
So
any
fucking bad.
involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government.
You're just being a sassy bitch.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the two NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB in exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks. Also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
We finally landed.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission
I know he's
objectives
dealing
one more
with the
time.
G-Force, but
Rescue Sokolov.
he had that. I gotta take a
Find
massive
out what's
shit. And I'm
happened to
trying
the
to my
Shagahod.
best. Hold it, look.
And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my code name. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my code name, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners
Jesus
who
Christ,
escaped
I'm in the
from
movie
a
right now.
POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is
Fucking jackass.
140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in...
Enough. Enough. Dinkelberg. He's decided to call Major Zero Dinkelberg. I just kicked a fucking snake. Got some snake F. Yeah, because that's not suspicious, right? Just a fucking random horse with a saddle. Just chilling.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
Go on, keep whooping your ass, dude.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
Sierra.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better
What would
hurry.
you solid 5? Remember how the fuck Kevin Down had? Venom Snake?
The border
With
is 60
fucking metal
miles
sticking out his
south.
head?
You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again,
Ah, damn.
I'll kill you. Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
What's this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
There wasn't two of them.
Yeah, you just saw a fucking enemy drag your buddy into the ground.
No, they didn't. They saw nothing. I may or may not just got a grenade from it. We could totally throw a grenade at them.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. No problems detected.
Understood. Return to your position.
Made it. Didn't even get caught.
Huh? Who's that?
Wasn't as... No. Right. But I don't have a gun. It'd be easier if I had a gun.
So I think there was a guy back there.
Can I not open these? Got it. What the fuck? Look at it. You see it? I don't know. I got an AK-47 now. That's an achievement! Wait, what? That's... That's weird. I don't think I'll get used to that. Either full auto and you just hold it like that, or you gotta like tap it. Well. I got a gun. I mean, we got an AK-47.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Bitch, set me up. Get shot in the fucking head. Just like a woman doesn't know how to aim.
Fuck you.
I got plenty of footage of you not knowing how to aim.
Fuck you.
There is your answer.
They're from New England. Woo! Take it off.
The name's Eva.
Doing that? He's just staring at her tits. See?
I mean, she walked up and fucking unzipped. What the hell did you want?
I'm just saying. I said right bumper so I hit it so I can get his perspective, and he's just staring at her tits.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
Eve.
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can do things he can't.
Like, yeah, I was about to say that.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the
Fire
West.
away.
It's
from Wall-E.
isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh?
I want one.
Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
Homie, your gun nerd is showing.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you?
My
Better take this
tranquilizer
too.
gun.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
I trust Blondie over here.
Yes.
Why not?
You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
She won't tell us
Sokolov's still
password.
safe
The
then.
first motherfucking thing she does
Yes,
is show us
he's
his
being
tits.
forced to continue his work on the
She gave me
Shadow
2
Hub.
Where?
At the
Ingrown
lab.
relations.
They've got a whole army of scientists there
trust her.
developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear.
Oh, yeah?
First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition.
I like how you just, like,
Out there.
damn near collapsed.
There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you.
Oh.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Like, yes, mommy.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you
Better
sleep,
is
you
dangerous
may
to
also
go alone.
recover
Take
naturally
this
from
vibe. No
sickness and
shit.
injury.
She did give us a gun
When you're
and a
tired
train
or
gun
hurt,
and
the
a
best thing
disguise,
to
so she
do is
literally
just get
did
some
prep us
sleep.
for the adventure
So do
ahead.
yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Save game. Oh, fuck. Honestly, with that, that's probably a good stopping point, too. The game's like, hey, save your game, go to sleep. Yeah, I should go to sleep. Because work might not be canceled for me tomorrow. Even though it should be, but... Alright, guys. Tomorrow. Well, depends. Depends on whether or not Miss Panda's feeling better. She didn't feel good, so I played Metal Gear. But... Alright. For those of you in this fucking shitty weather, stay warm, stay safe. For everyone else, love you guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.